love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call him Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of the dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. She names and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican glide. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call him Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, Anna, bring them into this.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
On the 3, right?
Crowd begins with a pass. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. They get 18 on that one. First down for Houston.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
All right.
On play action, Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll be second down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here we go. Here's There's a give running left with Mixon.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Second down and 8.
Let's go, Lou, lady!
Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 31, here's second and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelce. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelce for a big one. A pickup of 44 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Pacheco. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal.
Yellow, yellow. I've got blue, hey, 43. Let's go, let's get that touch. Hey, dribble it.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the goal line and in. SkilZ70. Touchdown Chiefs. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Texans nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across. It's the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
All right. 18.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And this will be a Texans 1st down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6.
18.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Third, they need 8. Tell the motion man. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On 4th down, Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. First and 10 for Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On the move left. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
On the tweak, right?
18. What's up?
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Would fall. Incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
This returnable from inside is on 40.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Shire on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 5. Now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 33 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
Now the former rushing champ. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Yellow! Arms up, blue lady! 15!
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. This one intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it just past their 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
What's that? What? 18. What's up?
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Swap. Another swap.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side, in the hands of Rice. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's hard! And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Beautiful combination in the air there to pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. It's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Speed left, speed left.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Texans
Out. Tony.
at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And the Texans are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running. Takes them down to about the 4.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Stroud. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled 1st half continues. 4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Texans get their 1st points of the game. They trail 14-3. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Red. 12.
On first and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw left side, finds Dell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up? Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
South.
A second down throw for Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Andy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 2 scores.
And this is really why you want a kicker with a big leg. In these situations, end of half, can you steal 3 points from distance and come away with 3? And really nice job there, right around that midfield logo. It's kind of crazy how it's become sort of routine in today's NFL.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Our goal, 80.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. TJ Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
Speed on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Chubb. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Yellow. 15.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jamarcus Ingram. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Texans 13. To kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. The game closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 6.
Yellow.
Here's Chubb. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Fight on these two. 180.
A give here to Pacheco. Finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Schultz, the motion man. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 35.
Now Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 5.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Returnable from the 17. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Pacheco. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long.
Yellow.
Mahomes gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's Noel. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
At the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Schultz, the motion man. Here's a give running left with Mixon. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Schultz, the motion man. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
The run game not helping him out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16.
Look at hot, look at hot.
Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the 2nd half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
The Texans set to punt this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's to the 45. And he is finally taken down inside the 40-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. And even 50 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Once again, it's Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Forced out wide. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go on, 80!
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Yellow, 15. Arch of blue, 80.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelce. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down.
Hey, 15.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as time expires here in the 1st. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. Mixon. That is second TD catch of the season. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Okay.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
What's that? 118. What's that?
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's brought down.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's going to have a Texans first down. And he gets more than he needs. 4 yards, the pickup on that 4th and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At the 45-yard line.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd down coming up.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll get this out wide. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least they'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are able to edge a bit closer.
Texans 20.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Yellow. On the line, right.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
Hey, Ripley.
Chubb. And he'll lose big yardage on this one. Trying to get to the edge. Instead, steps out of bounds well behind the line.
Second and goal.
Yeah, at some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. To throw is Mahomes. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down.
RW 15.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one, take it in. Rasheen Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
So
City.
now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Once again, it's Marks. He He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Where's the line, 80? Where's it?
On the ground to start the drive with the Pacheco. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Fight down these two. Fight down these two. Where's it?
On play action, it's Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Where's it?
Off the play fake, Mahomes. He's got his man, he finds Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
After back-to-back incompletions, They now face third down and 10.
Let's go, Lonnie!
And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now third and 15. Play action here. Mahomes. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Texans 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
To an E goes Mahomes. And that should wrap it up. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.
out of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of man.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. Preseason,
So a song heart I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And let's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight. It's quite